Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another episode of ReaperCast. Let's just get on with these cards because, you know what, it's like 30 degrees right now and it's just extremely hot, and I had to turn off the fan to actually record this as well. So yeah, I kind of just want to get this video over and done with, but there's just so many new cards that I just couldn't skip over this. This was just really exciting. So without further ado, let's get started. Firstly, we have over here some Ignister cards coming out in Lightning Overdrive. That's just really awesome because to actually get Ignister support now after such a long time, I think it was maybe in Ignition Assault is when they actually were introduced. So seeing that they're now getting more support is definitely very fun, of course. So we have a lot of cards to go over. So the first card here is called When I First Met You, which is a really nice play on words, normal spell card, and you can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. Reveal one Cyverse monster with 2300 attack in your hand or extra deck, and if you do, add an Ignister monster with the same attribute from your deck to your hand. Also, you cannot activate monster effects for the rest of this turn after this card resolves, except Cyverse monsters. During the end phase, if you did not special summon the revealed monster, then you take 2300 damage. Pretty specific, but hey, it doesn't really matter. It's still a very nice way to just search out what you actually need, with the whole exception, I guess, of revealing a particular card from your extra deck, which I guess it shouldn't be too bad as it might end up being predictable anyway. The next card we have here is called Dark Infant Ignister. Link 1 Dark Cyverse Link Effect monster, 500 attack and links to the left. It requires one non-link Ignister monster. You can only use each of this card's first and second effects once per turn. First effect, if this card is link summoned, you could add one Ignister Island from your deck to your hand. Second effect, when a Cyverse monster of 2300 original attack activates its effect, as a quick effect, you can move this card to your main monster zone it points to, then change this card's attribute to any attribute until the end of this turn. This card's just really amazing. I mean, the fact that you can just search out your field spell is, wow, that's just amazing. To top that off with the fact that you're playing terraforming as well, really amazing. I mean, this is an easy card to go into. Sure, it might take up space in your extra deck, but it's worth it considering the fact that you get to search directly for your field spells. So that's just really amazing. Great way to start yourself off with some big combos. Next we have here called You and I, very nice play on words again, continuous spell card. If a Cyverse monster of 2300 original attack is special summoned, you can activate one of these effects based on the attributes among the summoned monsters. You can only activate each of the following effects of You and I once per turn per attribute. So if you had an earth or water, then you could halve the attack of one face-up monster on the field until the end of this turn. If it's a wind or light, then you negate the effects of one face-up monster on the field until the end of this turn. And if you had a fire or dark, then you get to special summon one Ignister token, Cyverse Dark level 1, attack and defense 0, which all of these are actually quite nice. The last one's going to be great for the fact that you could kind of use it as an extender to link climb. So yeah, another great card again. Next we have here Dunmari Ignister, level 6 Dark Cyverse Effect monster, 2300 attack, 0 defense. The first and second effects can only be used once per turn. First effect, when an attack is declared involving your Ignister monster, you could special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, negate that attack. Second effect, if you control a link 6 monster, quick effect, you could banish this card from your field or graveyard, then target one face-up card your opponent controls, negate its effects until the end of this turn. So again, a really nice effect, both effects actually, and the fact that you could activate both of them in the same turn is just great. So I definitely like this card, quite easy to summon. So far I have no complaints about any of these cards. They're all actually quite amazing for the deck, and I could actually see myself playing all of them in the deck itself. The final card we have here is called Momo Ayamano, a continuous trap card, and the third effect can only be used once per turn. So first effect, monsters your opponent controls loses 100 attack for each card you control. Second effect, if your Ignister monster battles, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. I really like that effect, that's definitely great. Even though it's a trap card, the fact that it's continuous means that this will be long term as well, it's amazing. Third effect, when your Ignister monster is destroyed by by battle, you can target one Cyverse monster with 2300 attack in your graveyard except the destroyed monster, special summon it. Wow, they really are focusing on 2300 attack here. I mean, that seems to be the focus on every single card. It's mentioned in every single card. So, yeah, quite funny, but even so, I think all of these cards are actually just really amazing. I just have nothing else to say. They're really amazing cards. Next, we have here a Live Twin Kill Frost. It's a new card over here as well. Light Aqua effect monster, 500 attack, 0 defense, level 2. You can only special summon with the way of this card's name's first effect once per turn. You can only use this card's name's second effect once per turn. So first effect, if you control a Lila monster, you could special summon this card from your hand. Second effect, if your opponent adds a card from the deck to the hand by a card effect and you control an evil twin monster, you could banish this card from your graveyard and draw one card. So obviously a great extender and a great draw engine on its own as well. So I like the fact that this card actually also adds a lot of versatility as well. It's not a waste of a card in the deck itself. So yeah, definitely also a really great support card for the deck itself. Alright, so the next card here is really exciting. We have Dark Honest. Like, this is just really awesome. Level 4 Dark Fairy effect monster, 1100 attack, 1900 defense, exactly like Honest's stats. Its effect reads, once per turn, you could return with this face-up card from the field to your hand. Second effect, during the damage step, when your dark monster battles an opponent's monster as a quick effect, you could send this card from your hand to the graveyard. That opponent's monster loses attack equal to its attack until the end of this turn. So basically this card is a reverse Honest. It works for your dark monsters, so instead of Honest being focused for lights, this is focusing for dark decks, which is really powerful by the way. And instead of increasing your monster's attack, you're decreasing your opponent's attack instead. So yeah, it's really just a reverse version of Honest, but for dark decks, I think this is going to be quite a significant card. There's a reason why light decks have had Honest for such a long time and why dark decks have never had Honest at all. The fact that it's now getting a dark Honest is just going to be quite a big deal. It means that dark decks are going to get really strong. Finally, I wanted to talk about here some Rose cards as well. Yes, Rose Dragons are actually getting support. We haven't got support since the Sisters of the Rose pack. So seeing that we're actually getting some Rose support cards right now is definitely really amazing, because there's a particular card right now, White Rose Dragon. I believe it might actually get banned in the next list if Halki Fibrax is not banned. And that's kind of a big worry, but I guess with these new support, maybe it's preparing us for that. The first card we have here is called Basal Rose Shoot. Quick play spell card, you can only activate the first and second effects once per turn. First effect, special summon one Rose Dragon from your hand or graveyard in defense position. A great extender, basically a monster reborn. Second effect, if this set card is destroyed, you could target one of your Black Rose Dragon or one of your monsters that specifically lists that card in its text that is banished or in your graveyard and special summon it. So again, great card for extending, acts as a bluff, and if it gets destroyed, you're gonna plus anyway. I do really like that effect. Reminds me of Photon Lead. Next we have over here Blood Rose Dragons. So instead of Black Rose, it's Blood Rose. Really awesome. A new boss monster, level 10 Fire Dragon Synchro Effect monster. That is just really awesome. I mean, the artwork of it, although it's quite minimized, it is still a really cool artwork there we see here. 3200 attack, 2400 defense, requires one tuner plus one or more non-tuners monsters, so pretty generic. I don't know if that's a good thing, but I guess we'll just find out. So first effect, if this card is synchro summoned, you can banish all cards from your graveyard. Then if this card was synchro summoned using Black Rose Dragon or a plant synchro monster as material, you can destroy all other cards on the field. That makes sense, of course. And if anything, it's kind of weaker than the regular Black Rose Dragon's effect. However, for the second effect, when your opponent activates a card or effect that will destroy a card, quick effect, you could tribute this card, negate the activation, then you could special summon one Black Rose Dragon from your extra deck or graveyard. That's pretty insane. That's pretty good. I mean, it's basically Stardust Dragon, and then you special summon out a Black Rose Dragon from your extra deck, potentially blowing up the field again. That's a really amazing effect, actually. The first effect is a weakened version of Black Rose's effect, but the second effect is really good. It's essentially similar to Starlight Road. except it's actually stronger than Starlight Road for the fact that even if your opponent destroys less than 2 cards, then you could still actually activate the effect of your Blood Rose Dragon. So I absolutely love that. If you guys didn't pick up on that, yeah, it's a really nice combination of Stardust Dragon's effect and also Starlight Road's effect as well, being that it could special summon out Stardust Dragon from the extra deck. Only in this case, it's special summoning back the Black Rose Dragon from your extra deck or graveyard. So that means, yeah, it's just really amazing. Next over here we have a monster called Rox Rose Dragon, level 3 Dark Dragon Tuna effect monster, 1600 attack, 1200 defense. First and second effect can only be used once per turn. First effect, if this card is summoned, you can add 1 card that specifically lists Black Rose Dragon in its text from your deck to your hand except itself. Not too bad, of course. But as for the second effect, if this card is in your graveyard and a face-up Rose monster or plant synchro monster you control is destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, you can add this card to your hand. So again, just really great, allows itself to recycle. Could see myself playing maybe 2 copies of this, maybe 3 copies depending on how much of a consistent deck you actually want to build to it. But yeah, I definitely do like this card. Next we have over here Blood Rose Witch, a level 1 light plant tuner effect monster, 800 attack, 1700 defense. First and second effects can only be used once per turn. First effect, you contribute this card. Add 1 Witch of the Black Rose from your deck to your hand, and if you do, place 1 level 3 or lower plant monster from your deck to the top of your deck. Then immediately after this card resolves, you can normal summon 1 Witch of the Black Rose from your hand. So basically it's search and then get an extra normal summon as well. Really amazing, love it, easily going into your synchro summons. Yeah, really amazing card. Second effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard, return 1 of your Black Rose Dragon or Blood Rose Dragon that is banished or in your graveyard to the extra deck. So again, more recycling. This is just really amazing. As for the final card, we have here Garden Rose Flora, level 5 light plant synchro tuner effect monster, 800 attack, 1600 defense, 1 tuner plus 1 non-tuner monster, so generic. First effect can only be used once per turn. So first effect, you can target 1 field spell on the field. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn except synchro monsters. Also destroy that target, then special summon 1 Rose token, plant dark level 2, attack 800, defense 800 to its controller's field in attack position, which it's not too bad of a trade-off for the fact that you could actually just summon it out on your opponent's field, meaning you could potentially set yourself up to OTK your opponent. Absolutely amazing effect. Second effect, however, during your opponent's main phase, as a quick effect, immediately after this effect resolves, synchro summon using this card you control. Very amazing, absolutely love it. So basically another XL synchro option as well. Overall, I love all of these cards. This is exactly the support that the Rose Dragons needed, and yeah. At this point, it's confirmed I'm buying into this set. I'm definitely buying into Lightning Overdrive. I don't care. I'm definitely getting at least 2 boxes. I might get more because Rose Dragons are in here. Ignisters are in here. I mean, there's just so many good cards already. And while they're not particularly competitive, they are still just cards that are from archetypes that I really enjoy. So this is going to be really fun. And yeah. Even though, I don't even care what the rest of the set is at this point. I mean, if it gets better from here, then that's great. But at this particular point in time, with every card that we've been talking about right now, I am for sure definitely going to be buying at least 2 boxes of it. So hopefully, by the time it comes out, it is actually available for me to actually buy. But of course, tell me what you guys actually think about this. If you did enjoy this video, definitely leave a like and also share this video. It really helps out the channel. And definitely leave me your thoughts in the comment section as well as to what you think about these particular cards as well as the set itself as well. And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more videos just like this. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you next time.